Psalm 91, Invoking the Power of the Most High, Protection and Promises. He who dwells in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my God, in whom I trust. Sheltering in this promise, O eternal God, unwavering rock of my salvation, in these turbulent times where the waves of evil roar with raging fury, it is only in you, an unfading harbor, that I find secure refuge to harbor my troubled spirit and find peace amid the incessant torments that lash out. Come be, once again, an impregnable fortress and citadel where this rocked soul can take shelter from the sharp arrows that fly incessantly, thrown by wicked hands, from the insidious darkness that, like deadly shadows, lurks everywhere, seeking to envelop in its nefarious cloak every glimpse of light and truth. The waters of iniquity threaten to overflow and flood the straight paths, but you are the pristine beacon that dispels this darkness with your luminous presence. In you, I find the firm anchor that preserves my course in the storm, the unshakable refuge where the waves of any adversity crash and lose their overwhelming force. Trusting that your truth protects us like an invulnerable shield, with the assurance that He shall deliver me from the snare of the fowler and from the deadly pestilence. He shall cover me with His feathers, and under His wings shall I trust. His truth shall be my shield and buckler. Deign to deliver me as your infinite love fills me with faith, unbreakable and certain as the light of the new day following the longest night. Answer me when I call upon your holy name, that name feared and adored by all heavenly and earthly hosts, that cause the most hardened to tremble and kneel. Assist me in tribulation, that inevitable hour where temperaments are tested and the depths of hearts are revealed. Defend me, bring me out ahead, and filled with eternal glory that never withers or loses its luster, as you generously promised to those who know the sweetness of your face and obey your life-giving commands with sincerity and true longing. May I be one of those to whom you address those words of immortal promise, for to you I entrust my existence with an open heart, holding nothing back. Come quickly to my aid. Do not forsake me even for a moment, for without you I will face certain destruction brought by the wicked. Be for me a firm hiding place, a high tower where I can take refuge next to your invincible arm that terrifies my enemies. Remembering that neither the arrow that flies by day, nor the pestilence that stalks in darkness, nor the destruction that wastes at noonday shall touch me, I will not fear the terror of the night. I strengthen my spirit and reaffirm my commitment to follow your paths, steering clear of those who dwell in the darkness of ignorance. Keep me, O Lord, from the path and the company of fools. May I not be like them, wretched beings who reject the true life. In you, merciful Creator and Maker, I will place my complete and enduring trust. May my hope bloom eternally like a faithful rose, firm and unbreakable, rooted with inextirpable roots in the eternal rock of your friendship and covenanted alliance from before time. No wind, however stormy, will be able to pluck this faith from my chest, as no fire can consume the bond that unites me to you as long as your protective grace shelters me. Even if the most terrible desert storms blow over me, raising clouds of dust and scorching sand, I will remain firm and unmovable, planted beside the waters of your love that refresh my soul. Neither the hurricanes of temptations nor the droughts of tribulation will wilt my hope, for you yourself water it with celestial dew. Clinging to the guarantee that though 1,000 may fall at my side and 10,000 at my right hand, I will remain unscathed in you, Father of lights, living source of splendor and glory. I will shelter my complete trust, for apart from you, everything becomes temporary and hollow, like a cracked pot. Even as the hosts of evil surround me and thousands lie slain on the battlefield, while others are frightened away in terror at my side, I will fear no evil nor faltering. I shall be like an ancient oak that is not broken by the strongest winds nor the fiercest storms, because your grace and your unwavering goodness make me immovable, firmer than ancient rocks and the steepest peaks. Neither the force of waterfalls nor the running of turbulent waters, capable of dragging even the firmest rocks, will uproot my faith anchored in the unmovable rock of your eternal love. Even as the fury of battle intensifies and enemies redouble their efforts to besiege me, I have the unshakable certainty that I will shatter them like fragile clay pots at the cold, hard strike of your divine strength. For you clothe me with your power so that no assault can dent this impregnable citadel you have built. Surely with my eyes I will see and witness the retribution of the wicked. The sinner will receive their deserved pay in the shadows of danger, anxieties, and never-fading shadows. That unfortunate soul will only harvest foul fruits of their own sowing, because they rejected the light of day and preferred the dark nights of iniquity. But the righteous, those who continue walking the paths of your holy law, will instead enjoy the sweet and peaceful light of your path that leads them through safe valleys to the everlasting home of love and endless glory. How blessed I will be if my ear remains attentive to your voice and my feet diligently execute your precepts. For then there will be no doubt that I will dwell forever in your house, O Lord of hosts, delighted and filled with the ineffable fullness of eternal joys. No other adventure, no kingdom of this world can compare to the bliss that awaits me if I remain faithful, listening and internalizing each teaching that springs from your lips like a spring of perpetual life. There, in the perpetual light of your presence, all the torments and evils that afflict the soul here will vanish like vain shadows. Celebrating the grace that I have set the Lord, who is my hope, I have made the Most High my dwelling, grant me a long old age, and satiate me with the indescribable sweetness of your salvation, which is sweeter than honey to the palate, more comforting than the best balm on wounds. May your unfading mercy, like a mighty river that never runs dry, even in the fiercest drought, refresh my soul, thirsting for true peace, and renew it day by day with its Christian waters of resurrection. As the reborn sun dispels with its rays the darkness of the orb and clothes everything with new light and life, so shine the loving face of your grace on this servant who implores it with a sincere heart and spirit of contrition. Do not deny me the precious radiance of your glory, for which I laboriously walk day after day in search of drinking from its purifying waters. Sate my thirst with the eternal torrents of your favors. Let me drink until I am satiated from that spring that never dries. For only there will I find the fullness that my striving spirit longs for among the deceptive shadows of this valley. Satiate me, Lord, with the immortal ambrosia of your grace and wisdom, so that nothing earthly, however brilliant and appetizing it may seem, can divert me from the path that leads to eternal dwellings. With the divine promise that no evil will befall me, nor shall any plague come near my dwelling. for he has given his angels charge over me to keep me in all my ways. Deploy, O God, the celestial vanguard of your angels to my aid, those messengers of light from your kingdom, who stand ready and willing to fulfill your orders. May they carry me on their warm, immaculate palms along safe paths where my foot does not stumble or slip, keeping me away from the brambles and pitfalls that the evil one has scattered on the path. Let your servant walk upright, firm in forehead and gaze, treading every snare and poison that the wicked jaws of your adversary vainly throw against me. Let my step be immune to their harm and my advance supreme in the strength and power that you entrust to me. No acts of slander, no bitter arrow of contempt, nothing from the darkness will have any effect against that shield of your grace that surrounds and preserves me. My feet will tread on the head of the ancient serpent, and I will dissipate like morning mist all the ghostly darkness that attempts to block my way or divert me from the path. For your angelic army marches with me, knocking down every obstacle and protecting me from any harmful stalking. In their hands they shall bear me up, lest I dash my foot against a stone. Upon the lion and the adder I will tread. I will trample the young lion and the dragon. I advance with determination and courage, because you are the eternal strength that nothing can demolish or crack. Lord, with your truth standing like a blazing spear of victory, with your justice as a shining helmet of unwavering firmness, oh, dispel the ominous fogs and specters of the night that cast their shadows over this soul. Reject the vile tricks, the fetid tangles with which deceit attempts to degrade and tarnish your immaculate work. May the sovereign power of your right hand, uncontrollable like the force of the tides, be my shelter and my protection against the dangers that, like venomous snakes, crawl everywhere trying to tread and poison my walk among the thorns and pinpricks of this world. Show me the shelter of your paths of righteousness, for apart from them, there is only misdirection and eternal ruin waiting. Extend your hand and protect me with your strength, so that my soul does not falter when faced with the ambushes set by my enemies. Let your shining shield cover me like a burning sun that scorches and dissolves all the venomous threads that the children of lies have woven to try to chain me. His presence comforts and guides me. Because I have set my love upon him, he also will deliver me. He will set me on high, because I have known his name. I will call upon him, and he will answer me. He will be with me in trouble. He will deliver me and honor me. He will satisfy me with long life and show me his salvation. You are my shepherd. I shall not want for anything essential, because your folds are abundant pastures of eternal verdure. Even though I walk through tribulatory darknesses, dark valleys of trials and pains, I will fear no collapse, no shadow, nor any stalking. For your love is a staff and rod that guide and keep me by the perpetual truths. Wherever your paths of peace lead me, there will be my home, my heritage, because you are there to make the bitterness of this perishable world turn into immeasurable sweetness that I will never tire of. Your paths are not tortuous or steep, but plain and safe, although to my mortal eyes they may not seem so. But in you, I trust and know that you guide me along the best and straightest path that will lead me to the desired end. Even if we circle through dark valleys and thorns are sown that wound my feet, as long as you go before assisting me with your power, I fear nothing. In the name of the Father, Creator of all things, in the name of the Son, eternal Redeemer and Friend, who with his blood rescued me from darkness. In the name of the Holy Spirit, vivifying fire that never extinguishes, pouring its radiance over my soul, so that my steadfastness does not decline. In the 3 times holy name, I cry out and place all my hope, for outside of that refuge of glory, there is no salvation possible. Amen.